So today, guys, we're gonna go through why some horse racing meetings get cancelled or abandoned. Um, this can happen for a variety of reasons. The most common reason for a horse racing meeting getting abandoned or cancelled is down to the weather, which we will get onto in this video, more in depth look at that. A couple of other factors that can sometimes happen. If a horse gets severely injured or a jockey gets injured in a particular race, this can cause significant delays, and this can also lead to part or most of the race meeting being abandoned or cancelled due to injury. But the main reason behind cancellations in horse racing tends to come from the weather. So if we look at the most recent example of this, even though when it's nicer weather, brighter conditions, you don't expect many abandonments or cancellations in horse racing. We can see here that on the 13th of April this year, Wincanton races was abandoned, and then on the 16th as well, they also were abandoned. This wasn't due to rain or poor conditions. It was actually due to the fact that due to the dry weather, they had a limited ability to water the track. Watering the track just helps keep conditions safe for the horses and for the jockeys riding at that particular meeting. And with having such a dry spell of weather, this is obviously something that affected Wincanton really bad on their last couple of meetings before the end of the season, and they were forced to abandon those particular two meetings. The main period of time where cancellations do tend to happen quite frequently is obviously in the winter months, as winter racing is very unpredictable, and obviously adverse weather conditions can make this significantly difficult for tracks to keep the meeting on. So, for example, frozen ground when temperatures drop is a major issue to the risk of both horses and jockeys riding. So the ground can become quite hard and unyielding, making it very unsafe for jockeys and for horses. Waterlogging is another major factor in winter months. When certain parts of the country have had heavy rainfall during the winter months, that often results in waterlogged tracks. And it isn't just the tracks that suffer this. Most courses have parking facilities which can obviously be flooded. So for the safety of those involved, it tends to be a case where the track make the right decision to abandon their particular meeting. The other thing that can sometimes happen is through visibility. So in the winter months, you get a lot more fog and poor visibility. So that becomes a common factor during winter, which can obviously impact not only the safety of the horses and riders, but also the spectators that are actually travelling to and from the track. So racecourses again may get together and in order to protect everyone involved, they tend to cancel the race meeting. So cancellations and postponements, you tend to, if you visit in the track that's been cancelled, you can expect a refund normally on your tickets and your packages that you've purchased. It can also obviously affect your bets that you've placed. If you've placed a bet at a meeting that has become cancelled or abandoned, most bookmakers will refund your total stake if a meeting is cancelled. Again, this does vary through certain bookmakers, and they all have different terms and conditions, but the vast majority will pay and refund your stake on certain different abandonments. So always look out for those little things, and if you are to query a particular bet that you're not sure if you're going to get your money back or not, it's always best to contact the bookmaker first. But yeah, that's a breakdown of why horse race meetings often get cancelled and abandoned.